think he's ever going to find gold?
No.
Because there isn't any.
And he knows it, too.
Then why does he keep on trying?
Why not ask him?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, and tell him Grub's ready, will you?
Okay. You really think you're gonna find it?
Nope. Ain't no gold in this valley. That's why I come here in the first place.
Suppose that makes a lot of sense?
It sure does.
Well, I don't see any.
You suppose I was to find gold, what then?
Well, I guess you'd stake a claim, start mining, and open up a bank account.
Exactly. And I'm 105 years old.
Okay, so what?
So I don't intend to let overwork or commercial pressures cut me off in my prime.
Grub's ready.
Okay, son, I'll be right with you.
Is McLeod coming?
Yeah, I told him.
No! They'll blow that gold! Save me!
It's gold, all right.
It can't be.
That's what I would have said until you brought this in.
Look, I'm telling you, there ain't no gold in my valley.
I've been telling you this for years. It seems we were both wrong.
God dang it. This can't happen to me at my age.
What are you complaining about?
I got a right to complain. I settled up there in the first place for a little peace and quiet. You know what's going to happen when this gets around?
I expect you'll be having visitors.
Like ants around a picnic basket. It makes me madder than a wet hen just to think about it.
You know something? I've got a hunch that this was going to happen anyway.
So, how come?
This came in a couple of days ago. It's from the Indian River Mining Corporation, Incorporated.
Never heard of them.
Oh, probably a new company. They've bought the land and mineral rights in the area known as McLeod's Valley.
Did you say known as?
That's what it says here.
They didn't buy them from me.
Oh, I guess they're pretty sharp. They went over your head and bought it from the real owners. They do mention you, though.
Well, that's mighty nice of them.
There will be no interference with the agricultural or hunting rights of existing squatters.
You say something about mineral rights?
Oh, they bought them. They own any old minerals that may happen to be lying around, like gold.
God dang it, I've been searching 40 years for the dang stuff.
It could have been tough. It's a good thing you never really wanted to find it.
Do you think they'll set up a gold mine?
Oh, they might just sell it off in parcels and let somebody else do the work. We'll know soon enough, though. They're going to open an office here.
We are $1,000.
Splendid.
Lot 147. Now, this is your property. It's right on the creek, not far from where the original strike was made. Of course, the corporation can give no guarantee that gold exists in your area.
Sure, I take a chance. I don't complain.
A very commendable attitude, if I may say so. I wish it occurred more often. Life would be much easier, don't you think? A pleasure to have done business with you, sir. And may I take this opportunity of wishing you the best of luck. Goodbye, and thank you very much. We close for lunch now, gentlemen. Our doors will open again at 2 o'clock. Hi.
Oh, it's a big, beautiful world, isn't it?
And fortunately, many of its inhabitants are charmingly naive.
Better get this to the bank. You know, I get kind of nervous with over $20,000 lying around.
One can't really trust anyone nowadays, can one? Ah, I wonder if you could rustle up some sandwiches and coffee on your way back.
Sure, it won't be a minute.
Hmm, 500 lots at $1,000 each.
Yes, I see what you mean. Uh-huh. Well, it's interesting if it's nothing else. All right, thanks again, Mr. McPherson. Goodbye.
Hi. I just came from the bank. One of these guys from the mining corporation was in there. I happened to notice he paid in over $20,000.
It's a lot of money.
I don't like it.
Why not? There's no reason to suppose it isn't honest.
Are you sure about that?
Well, unofficially, I wouldn't swear an oath to it. But I've just talked to McPherson. And he's checked up, which isn't difficult for bank managers. The corporation's authentic. They've bought the land. And they're selling it now at small packages at somewhat inflated prices.
But if there doesn't happen to be any gold there after all?
Well, they don't claim there is. They're just selling the land.
McLeod's strike was quite a bit of luck for them.
Certainly was.
If he hadn't made it, they wouldn't have been able to sell an acre of that land.
I guess not.
Well, doesn't it make you think?
Sure. A lot of things make me think in this sinful world.
Look, can't we warn these poor suckers that they may be throwing their money away?
And get involved in a slander suit? Besides, reason and a gold rush, even a little one, don't go together.
Okay. If only we could prove that there's no gold in that valley.
How?
Valid point, Sergeant.
That ought to do it. A little more varnish, it'll be okay.
Until the next time someone doesn't happen to notice a couple of feet of rock sticking out of the water.
I just can't understand how it got there. I just looked away for a couple seconds, and bingo. I guess there's a moral in it somewhere.
Hey, look who's here.
Oh, hi, Mr. McLeod.
Yeah. Anybody here know the population of North America?
Guess it's about 200 million.
Yeah, probably. Right now, most of them seem to be digging up holes in my valley. You kids mind if I shack up here for a little time till they get tired and go away?
No, sure. There's a hammock up in the club room. Just make yourself at home till you decide to go back.
You know something? I just might not go back.
Not go back, but it's your valley, even if things have changed a little.
Yeah, I've been in that valley 40 years. Another 20 years or so, I could start getting in a rut. Might move on. North. West. Start thinking in terms of uranium. Yeah. Well, I better get this gear stored.
Well, I think it's a darn shame.
It's pretty tough. Poor old guy hadn't to leave a place, been living in all that time. Just because he happened to find some gold. If he did. Well, he did, didn't he?
I guess Joe's got something. Right now, it's a kind of ipsy-dixit.
A what?
Well, nobody actually saw him find it. He just said he did.
Yeah, that's right. He only said he did.
And we know what he is.
Yeah, we sure do. Hey, Zeke, you got the same idea I've got?
Could be.
You want to see how it works out?
Okay.
See you later.
They walked out on us, just like that.
Well, they've got to be going somewhere.
I think they're going to walk into a little trouble. But I guess they're used to that. You, like to finish this?
Yeah, sure. Hey, Zeke. Think old McLeod didn't really find that gold?
It must have come from somewhere. But it sure was lucky, though, for these two guys that he said he did.
What two guys?
Indian River Mining Corporation, Incorporated.
Must make selling bits of the valley pretty easy.
Like falling off a log. Hey, look. Reckon he looks like a gold miner?
Could be.
Let's go and tell him the bad news.
Pretty nice piece of hardware. Been selling quite a few of them these last couple of days. Hi, boys.
Another sucker bites the dust.
Now, look, boys.
Hi, Mr. Johnson.
I guess you must get a lot of them around. Especially when some old crackpot like McLeod thinks he's struck gold.
Now, look, boys.
You ever meet Mr. McLeod, sir?
I heard about him. Why? Oh, he's a great guy. You ought to meet him sometime.
105 years old and never been known to tell the truth.
105, eh? Well, that's what he says.
I bet he couldn't be a day over 80.
Well, about this piece of hardware.
Maybe I come back sometime.
Might not be here. They're selling like hotcakes right now.
I take a chance. Right now, I don't think I can afford it. I think maybe I just lost $1,000.
Well, did you kids come in here to buy something or just run me out of business?
Things keep moving like this. We'll have sold all but a few lots by the end of the week.
Good. Let us then fold up our tent like the Arab and move into the night. After all, one doesn't want to be greedy, huh? Ah, how pleasant to see you again so soon, sir. No trouble, I hope.
I changed my mind. I don't want to buy.
It's too late. The transaction's already gone through our books.
Besides, my friend, you must have courage. You may be rich. This little plot of land may contain the mother lode.
I don't think so. You want me to tell you why?
No, it makes no difference. Now, look, what kind of a mess do you think we'd be in if all of our customers wanted their money back?
I guess it's about time you start to think about that.
Explain yourself.
Me, I don't complain. I told you this. I take a chance. But when the other boys find out...
Find out what?
That old man that found gold. You know what? He's crazy. I think he was kidding you. I just hope the boy don't get too tough with you.
Somebody else had better strike gold at once.
We better get up into that valley and fix it right away.
Hey, Zeke, come here.
We've started something.
They seem to be in quite a hurry.
Bet they're headed for McLeod's Valley.
Yeah? Why?
I can guess, but it may be way off. I'd sure like to know for certain.
Well, look, they've got a pretty rough trail to follow. I could get it just as fast as they can going through the bush.
I'll go back to the fort and get the others.
Well, it might be a waste of time. We can't be sure that's where they're going.
Pick up a walkie-talkie and call me at the fort in an hour's time, okay?
Okay, see you later.
We'll have to walk from here. The bush gets pretty thick.
Surely one of us had better stay and keep an eye on a truck.
It'll be all right. Besides, there may be some digging to do. Come on, let's move.
Need we go so far? After all, gold is where you find it. Or am I thinking of happiness?
Look, we can't just plant it right here in the middle of the bush. We'd stay there forever. We gotta find a place where one of these guys has been digging.
I suppose so, but I'm getting rather tired of this spade.
Just wait. Keep working. We don't want the owner of this bit of dreamland to come back while we're still on the job. He might get suspicious.
Oh, don't you think it's deep enough?
Yeah, it looks all right. Anyway, the less time we spend around here, the better.
I wish we knew a little more about the subject. Do you think this is really what gold-bearing ore looks like when in position?
The man who finds it isn't going to worry about that. Not until afterwards. Okay, fill it in.
Hi.
How did you get here?
Why, I fell.
I hope he didn't see.
Shut up. Guess we can't take a chance. You could have seen too much.
Perhaps we could take him into partnership, so to speak. A small honorarium.
Are you crazy? Look, up to now, we have been strictly legal. After what this kid could have seen and heard, we could be sitting ducks for 15 years in a penitentiary.
I deplore violence.
Yes, so do I, but there is a time and a place for everything. Come on, kid. Let's go.
XNY 556B Bob, come in, please. Over. XNY 556B Bob, come in, please. Over.
He should have called by now. It's been 2 hours.
Are you sure he went to McLeod's Valley?
Pretty sure. If they'd have headed somewhere else, he'd have called, wouldn't he?
Come on. We go look for him.
Mr. McLeod, do you want to come with us?
Yeah. What makes you think I got anything to complain about being right where I am?
Well, we're going up to your valley.
Go ahead. Told you before, it's too crowded for my taste.
Well, I got a kind of a hunch we may have fixed that for you.
Is that right? Well, come on. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Hey, that's the walkie-talkie. Seems okay. Why didn't you use it?
You see what happened?
Yeah, he fell down that slope.
He had to. Slopes do things to Chubb.
The 2 men were down here. They took him with them.
That way. Looks like he's heading for my shack.
So we better move fast, just in case.
Looks like maybe I was wrong.
Listen.
Mice? Well, I don't recall having no mice here before. Must be them strangers playing fast and loose here in my valley.
Chub. Hey, Pete! Zeke! Help him up! Hey, Chub. Here. Got you. You okay, Chub?
Sure. It was those two guys. Saw them stashing away some rock down by the river. Gold-bearing ore, they call it.
You call darn skunks, I bet they put that gold in my river.
Come back for me after dark. They had some kind of an idea of getting rid of me downriver in a canoe. And out of the district, too.
And then?
I don't know. But it didn't sound too healthy. Let's talk to George.
Say, you know something? A lot of guys will be selling off property cheap. I might just make a bid for you.
XNY 556. Come in, please. Over.
Okay, bring him up.
Why don't we both go?
Because one of us has got to stay up here in case somebody comes. Now, don't waste time.
I don't quite like this. He seems to have got smaller. Bring him up. I don't understand it. Not that I ever could understand boys. Good grief, Minchington. It's not the same one.
You see, it was my turn.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Well, I can't sit around here all day. I got work to do.
What's he looking for? He knows there's no gold.
Uranium. He won't find uranium, that's for sure.
He'd be madder than a wet hen if he did.